Let's also touch base with the management of Escorts. The stock has rallied, of course, after Motilal Oswal has initiated coverage with a buy on the counter. Bharat Madan, who's a Group Financial Controller at Escorts, joins us to discuss their business outlook. Bharat, good to have you on the show. Now, tractors make up 80% of your revenue mix. That's understood. What volume growth are you penciling in this year amid an improving monsoon situation, the outlook there, and how that would translate into an increase in rural demand?
Hi, I think this last 3 months we have seen the growth in the industry is in the range of about 14-15%. And if you look at the growth pattern, the growth is coming more from the southern areas rather than being from the northern areas. So South market has been going by 70-80%. So markets like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, they have done extremely good. But the northern markets are still under pressure, though I think in terms of the degrowth, which used to be 35% sort of levels, has now come down to lower single-digit numbers to about 5-8%. So markets like Punjab, Haryana, UP are still degrowing. So they're not seeing the signs of improvement as of now. But like I said, the degrowth level has come down now. So we are expecting, I think, with the monsoon coming in, it is a really good monsoon that has been predicted by IMD. I'm sure I think the things will likely improve for the northern market also from second half onwards. And probably the southern market, which are going very high today, I think the numbers will slightly come down because the lower base effect will also not remain from October onwards for those markets. But I think on the overall perspective, if the monsoon is good, we expect the industry should do 10% plus growth this year. And if the monsoon is slightly tapered down and the northern market has some impact, then probably 5-8% sort of growth will be there.
Match the industry growth, so can one expect that Escorts revenue also goes up by 10%?
Yeah, definitely. We will definitely follow the industry.
Okay. Road segment of the construction sector has been also seeing some traction. How much of a pickup have you seen within the construction segment so far?
So construction also started showing turnaround from the last quarter of FY16. So Q4 actually saw growth after almost 4 years of degrowth in that sector. And the last 2 months we've seen extremely good growth happening across all verticals. So whether it's a road segment or in the earth moving segment or material handling as well as on the road compactor segment. So all verticals have shown almost 50% plus growth in the last 2 months. So we expect, I think, the momentum in the construction business will also continue. And we are hopeful, I think this year we should be looking at somewhere about 15-20% top line growth in the construction growth business also.
You've taken several steps to drive higher sales like separate dealership for Power Track and Farm Track in North and increase dealer support in South and West. From your current market share, what are you aiming over the next 2 to 3 years?
It will be difficult to predict, but if you look at the trend for the last 1 year, even though it looks overall on a pan-India basis, the growth, the share of market is not visible, so it's more or less flattish. But if you look at state by state, I think there are 9 or 10 odd states out of the total 13-14 key states where the industry works. We actually gain market share across those verticals in those states. But issue is, since the growth is more happening on the southern market where we're not very strong players, even though we gain market share in some of the southern states, that's overall in the pan-India market share, that's not visible. So we expect from S2 onwards, when the growth slightly evens out and you see the north also growing, north and center also start growing, then probably you will see the visibility of the share of market improvement happening in the Escorts numbers. So it's difficult to give any guess. I think yes, but we are aiming at improving it year on year.
We wish you all the best. Clearly, Motilal Oswal is bullish on your business. The stock has climbed to over 5-year highs, as well as has rallied the most in 2 months. It's the top performer on the Nifty Small Cap Index, and it's largely being led by the expectation that a good monsoon would favor rural demand, and that would add in to the numbers of Escorts on their overall sales, their tractor sales essentially. 200 plus on Escorts, 12% higher. We'll take a break. When we come back,